guess I'll sort of document this while I'm doing it. I got the camera out. The 21 millimeter socket is a little loose, but I think that's probably what the spec is. I didn't double check, but a 13/16 fits also. I'm just going to use this jack point here. It seems a little quicker, and then I'll put a jack stand in the front. It'll just fit. So basically, you know, break the lug nuts while the car's not completely jacked in the air, jack it up in the air, put in the jack stand, and remove, disassemble the wheel rim from the hub, and then I'll go in and remove the boot inner clip. Yeah, basically stick a screwdriver in there and rotate that, and that'll loosen that. I have stainless steel zip ties. I almost think might be a little better to replace. I'll have to see what tool I have to crimp that, because that's just a crimp style clip. So I'm guessing stainless steel zip ties might be a little better. But when I remove that boot, I'm gonna before I replace, like I do on both sides, this one's a reusable spring style clip, but I'll do use a little WD-40 silicone spray to lubricate and then loosen up. Took just a little flat blade screwdriver in that seam to kind of loosen that up, and then slide that back this way to get that all off. And then with reassembly, a prior clean, there might be aluminum oxide on the aluminum on that side, and there's going to be rust, probably a little bit on surface rust on this side. Wire brush that off, clean that off, wipe that down, clean thoroughly, and then I'll just use the 3M silicone dielectric grease to lube those joints up before I replace. Like I said, with that back clip, I'm debating if I'll use a stainless steel zip tie or just reuse that if I can press that back on. It's just that little section right there. It's just got to crimp back together somehow. But yeah, I'm basically just gonna then, I'll it'd be really sweet is if that's just loose in there. It's not the actual inner tie rod joint, the ball joint. If that ball socket's not wore, it's just that thread. That'd be cool. But I doubt it. But one of those, then I gotta get a tool back in there. The inner tie rod removal tool. It's kind of like they get the muffler clamp style one. I'll remove that, and then actually I got ahead of myself. I'll first remove the outer tie rod castle nut, the pin castle nut, pop that outer tie rod end out, and then I'll remove the inner, and then that whole piece I'll burn out, and then replace with the other. Again, that's after thoroughly cleaning the surfaces where that everything's going to be meeting. So I don't see where they use blue Loctite thread sealer, but I think I'm not going to. I think I'll pass on using it, but I have seen that in other vehicles where they do use. So, and I don't see a torque spec for those, so I'm going to read a little bit and see what the torque specs are for some other vehicles just to get a rough estimate. I'm guessing at least 70 pounds per square foot, so something like that. But yeah, it's the one spec I couldn't find. Otherwise, that's about it. I'm going on 4 minutes, and I don't like doing videos all the time. I got other work to do. So, okay.